Welcome to Se26 TV, brought to you courtesy of First App Entertainment. I am your host, B. Listen, it is the top of the year 2020. We could not do this without you. We have an amazing show lined up for you today. We have Orient and Ashley here in the building at Nat Studio Cafe. Be sure to show them some love here in Miami Gardens. You can have awesome and amazing parties, launch parties, you name it. This is the place to be. Listen, like I mentioned before, we could not have this show without our sponsors and our fan base. Be sure to show us some love. Continued support is necessary. You can find more information about the show at www.se26tv.com. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter at Se26TV. Again, I'm your girl, B. You can find me on Instagram at BLongChamp. Stick and stay. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Se26 TV. I'm your host, B. Today we have the pleasure of speaking with Orient. Orient is an entrepreneur, and he also has a book that he's an author of, Preventing Child Identity Theft, a Digital Child Abuse. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So this is something that I was not even aware of. I don't think I was even privy to. I feel like I was in the dark somewhere under the rock. So this is something that is common, child identity theft?
Yes, and that's one of the reasons that makes it really appealing to the people, the scammers that are doing it, because they bet on the fact that most people are not aware of that fact.
So where are they able to get this information to even start the identity theft?
This is a digital age.
Right.
Before your child is even born, there are information on your child out there. There are stories that some of the drugstores could know before a woman even know that she's pregnant. They could know of her pregnancy. When you go to those apps, that helps you control, like your cycle and all these things. Everything is there. Your child goes to school registration. They go to the doctor's office. They have the information. You take them to daycare, they have the information. You file your taxes, they have the information.
Wow.
So the information is everywhere.
This is scary.
Yes, it is.
However, you have a solution for us.
Basically, information is everything. Knowing, once you know, then you can, take do what it takes to prevent it from happening.
Right.
Prevention is the best cure. What parents should do is freeze their child's identity. Freeze their child, social security, and that's one of the best things they could do. And the law allow them to do that now.
So when was this law passed?
Sometimes over a year ago,
Okay.
Congress now, it's mandatory that all credit bureaus go ahead and freeze your child's social security so that nobody can open credit using your child's, social security number. But it's not going to happen by itself. You have to request for them to freeze it.
Whoa.
And they have 5 to 3 days to comply with it. So things that parents can do.
So is there any recompense? Let's see if, the child have all of these outstanding debt, right? And the credit bureau, I guess, didn't didn't even realize it. So, of course, they slip through the cracks and they have outstanding bills. Can the parent go back and, get some sort of judgment where it can be erased?
The most, like we heard people say from that movie, Wall Street, money is greed, something like that. The most valuable commodity in life is time. Okay,
Right.
so what's going to happen if you just sit and let it happen to you is going to cost you time, and also society is set by different authorities.
Right.
Let's say if a cop pull your child over at 18 saying that he has outstanding warrant based on a false identity claim, the cop himself cannot really issue a judgment right there and free your child.
Of course.
So it has to go to the process. So it does not happen just like that.
This is
It's going to
scary.
cost time, money, and other resources to fix it.
So, how are you getting your word across? I see you have this book. And what is the benefit of this book?
First of all, is information.
Right.
The biggest thing right now is to bring awareness, to the parents, because as we are worried about protecting our kids, in face of certain danger, but they are when it comes to this is a parental blind spot. Okay,
Right.
so we're not really aware of those dangers, and it's like we define in the book as a form of child abuse.
Right, and I like how you broke down the different levels of abuse and
Yes.
how this one is not apparent, like it's not visible on the surface.
Exactly. Physical abuse you will see,
Right.
emotional abuse you will see,
Right.
but you may have a child right now that's like financially being abused, digitally being abused. Like the digital identity is being destroyed. They will pay the consequences later, but whose job it is to protect the child? It's our job.
Insane.
So that's what we can do. The information in this book.
Oh my gosh, Orient. I have a little one and I'm like, my wheels are turning right now. Like, what in the world? We've gotten to this point where we're taking the identity of kids and children.
In the book, I mentioned the dark web. Right now, if you go on the dark web, you can find bulk of identity being stolen for like $300 on a child. Your child
I heard of
may
that.
have already been on the
Dark
dark web, where people are selling your child's identity. They use something called synthetic identity theft. They take your child's social and they link it to any fake name.
This is insane. Thanks to Sync. We're not just an entertainment show. We are here to educate you as well. We'll be back 2020 in full effect.
Healthcare workers and nurses are in high demand. Take your first step toward a medical career today at Ideal Professional Institute in Miami Gardens. With multiple programs available, you can become a patient care technician in just 9 months, a home health aide in under 1 month, an LPN in just a year. Ideal Professional Institute is licensed by the state of Florida, so register now. Call 305-653-7886.
Sex to Sank family, we are back. I'm your host, B. We're here with Orient, and he's telling us how there's criminals out there that are robbing our children's innocence. Oh, it's despicable. I cannot deal with this. So you've told us about the book and how we can educate ourselves as far as freezing our child's or children's social security number. And this was established by you.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what made you come up with this great idea?
It's thoughtfulness. I have children. I have young kids.
How many kids do you
and
have?
I have 5 kids.
Whoa.
I
Yeah,
have
freeze those
kids.
accounts.
Yes, I have kids. I was blessed with twins. They are 10.
Nice.
And I have a 7-year-old. I have a 10-year-old boy. They're all wonderful kids, and I also have a 18-year-old girl.
Nice,
Yes.
nice.
Basically, before child identity theft, as you could see from the book, 1/3 of these crimes, are being committed by parents or somebody you know.
That's what I thought. I was like, okay, maybe, some parents that are less fortunate, they open a, electrical bill in your kid's name, which is not good. But that's where my mind went initially when I thought about child identity theft, but it's on an entirely different level, right?
Yes. Earlier, before you asked me your questions, how the many ways you could find out, I'm going to tell you one funny way. It's no funny business, right? However, let's say, you know how we have ex, with whom we share, a child, as co-parenting.
Right.
If you have your child, spending time with the other parent, and you receive a call, and your caller ID is showing your child's name, that could be a red flag. That other parent, or people in that other parent circle may be abusing your child. How could your a caller ID come up with your child's name on a cell phone or on a phone with caller ID? So, but it goes beyond that, right? The book also, what we do, we put together a platform called Child Freeze.
Okay.
It's childfreeze.com. Basically, like freeze, like your children's social security number, make it harder, like for people to just have, that free range to abuse your kid. So childfreeze.com, something like a LifeLock for children.
Gotcha.
Right?
So then what Child Freeze then alarms the different bureaus?
Yes. With Child Freeze, make no mistake, as an entrepreneur, a lot of time the stuff we create, we don't really create the core itself. What we have a platform facilitated.
Gotcha.
For people to get it done, right? When you go to LifeLock, goes to the credit bureaus, and do. This is something that you personally could have done, but we put that platform there for you to get it done.
Right, for convenience.
And also bring awareness to the people. So that's what you get with Child Freeze.
Love it.
Yes.
So there's a cost, obviously.
Yes, we working on several business models as far as the cost. That's why this book right now is being sold on Amazon.
Nice.
Where with the book you could get it and learn to do it yourself, right?
Oh, that's nice.
And then we feel that the school system could use the books like that to educate children and also parent, right? And it's on Amazon for $29. You get the book, you have it. And there's also references in there. If you need a professional help, you go to the website, childfreeze.com, we can help you. Different levels of help in there.
So why would you offer the book that provides the information on how to do it yourself and then have the platform as well?
As a creator, when you have creativity, it doesn't make sense to create something and to own it. Okay. When you create something, it makes better sense to give it to the people.
Okay.
All right. So it costs us, so we have to recover some costs. But it's just, it's another level of a metric of success to us to be able to get there and help the people.
That's nice. So where can we contact you for more information on freezing our child's social security, child or children's social security number?
Yeah. The platform itself, we're on Facebook with the handle at facebook.com/childfreeze. IG, we at childfreeze.com, the word child and then with freeze all together. And that's basically it. You could look this up on Facebook or on Instagram.
I love it, Orient. Thank you so much for coming to Thanks to Sank TV and showing us some valuable and sharing with us some valuable information on how we can protect our children at all costs, especially financially, because that's something that I necessarily wouldn't even think of until something happens. So thank you so much. And you said we can do this before the age of 16.
Yes, because when it comes to credit, the land of credit, majority age is considered to be 16. So all those programs are like from 0 to 16.
Good. Knowledgeable information. Orient, till next time, be sure to come and stop by and share with us some jewels. I love it. Preventing child identity theft, a digital child abuse. Okay, a digital child abuse. Be sure to check us out. You guys, remember he gave you the website. It's on Amazon. Show some support. And it is very, very valuable information, not only for us, but the community at large. Thank you very much. We'll be back.
Thank you.
Se26 family. We are back. I'm your host, B, and we are here with entertainer Ashley. Ashley, welcome to the show, and thank you for spending time with us today.
Hi.
Hello. So, as far as entertainment is concerned, we know that that's a broad spectrum. What realm do you fall in as far as entertainment is concerned?
I am a dancer, stripper, entertainer, performer, whatever you want to call it.
In addition to that, you also act, right? Mm-hmm. Awesome. And you're from?
New York.
New York, but originally?
Haiti.
Haitian,
yeah.
So how was that like growing up with your cultural background? We know that our cultural background is extremely, judgmental. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so how was that like transitioning and being free and open with what you are passionate about and not allowing societal pressures to have you closed in or boxed in?
First of all, I feel a lot of judgment sometimes because I don't really speak Creole that good, and you know how Haitians are. But I don't know. My parents were very strict, like Catholic. So it's like they weren't really like, yeah. My dad is Black American, but my mom is Haitian.
Okay.
So, they weren't really like on board with dancing, stuff like that. Very strict
Mm-hmm.
Catholic upbringing,
And you did the whole private school route and everything?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So I know that was like a shocker.
Yeah, yeah.
So in addition to that, though, but there's so much more within that realm, right? Mm-hmm. It's not just, what we see, I guess, superficially, right?
Oh, of course.
So a little tidbit, I did a little class. It was an aerobics class. Mm-hmm. And I said to myself, whoa, you guys have to have so much strength in order to pull off what you do. Mm-hmm. How do you do it?
Oh, I don't know. It's just, you kind of just have to like get into it. Actually, I've never taken a pole class. I took one. My first class was on Sunday. So it was my first class ever. And
is that different from okay.
Because when you're on stage, you don't really have time to like practice. You're in front of the people. So it's like, you don't have time to practice ever. I never had a pole class before. So it's like, whenever I practice, no customers are there, you're just on stage. You don't have time to like try stuff,
Gotcha. And what about the strength? Is it the same, or do you find that one is easier than the other?
Oh, you really have to be strong. I feel like my muscles built up when I really started putting my energy into the pole. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And you feel it later. Mm-hmm. I was like, ouch.
Yeah, yeah.
So transitioning into acting. A lot of women I see is like they say, okay, this was a stepping stone to get them to their next, their next passion or goal. Mm-hmm. Is that something that you have in mind?
Absolutely. I think that, dancing is fun. I love it. Like, I really love it. It opens like a lot of doors, opportunities come to you, but I love acting too. And that's like the main goal.
And we're going to talk about some of the roles that you've been in, the movies, and you've rubbed elbows with a lot of A-list celebrities as well. Give me some experiences of A-list celebrities that you've rubbed elbows with.
I love J-Lo.
Yes.
I love J-Lo. She's so
also
sweet.
Also a dancer.
Yes, yeah. Titi Henny.
Yes.
She's so kind. Constance Wu, she's cool. I love Constance. I think we had a good time, like on set. Let me see who else was there. Will Ferrell.
Nice.
Okay, that's all I'm really remembering right now.
Okay, and your experiences with them were like they were really down to earth, humbling.
Yeah.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. Super cool people.
Were you able to get any like gems from J-Lo, being that she started in the dancing realm and then she transitioned into acting?
No, she didn't really talk about her dancing. She didn't really talk about her dancing, but no, I didn't really know she was dancing.
Really, you didn't follow her before on In Living Color? I'm aging myself. In Living Color? I totally just aged myself. She was one of the dancers in The Living Color. She started off in the beginning before credits roll out. They used to dance.
Really?
Okay, I'm going to change the subject because I'm old now. All right. Okay. What are some things that you want to do in the future? When we come back, without aging myself, we're going to talk to Ashley about some other future endeavors that she has. Se26 Ep11 2020. family. We are back, and yes, I'm still the same age. We are here with Ashley. Ashley, we were just discussing about your transition into acting. Hustlers, we know in your role, the everyday role of the dance life, you have to be a hustler, but you also were able to play in that movie. Tell me about that experience.
That was an amazing opportunity. I actually got it working in Show Palace. And what happened was, I remember one day, I was at work, I think it was a Saturday. They had like a sign up in the locker room, and it literally looked like a junior high school sign up, leave your name and your number, like a talent show. Gotcha. So I put my name and my number. I said, I didn't really think too much of it. I went to the casting, and then, the next day they told me that they had the role.
Nice. How was that experience like?
It was fun. I had one line, and I think it was because I was wearing my waist trainer. Okay. And they were like, "What is that? Like, what are you taking off?" And I was like, "This is my waist trainer. It keeps me snatched." And I think that's when they just knew, like, that's my character,
What was your one line?
You got any safety pins?
Nice. Yeah. When you have that one line, do you bring everything you have in that one line?
It felt so natural. Like, I just felt like, I was just doing my thing in the locker room. You got any safety pins?
Nice, nice. So how was a day like that? Because everyone has these, aspirations to, okay, I want to do acting. But then it takes a lot to even get that one line for you to be even featured. And it actually gets in. It's not edited out. So how was that like, the day in the gruesome, hours?
I didn't know. I didn't know it was going to be like that. So we shot the film in 29 days. I was waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Keep in mind, like, I'm working in this time period too. 2 o'clock in the morning, making it into the city around like 4, shooting all day.
And what city?
New York. This is in New York. Yeah. So,
wait, was it cold?
It was freezing. That's why I was wearing my waist trainer, to keep me warm, to keep me snatched and warm.
So if you don't wear a waist trainer, because you said does the weather play a different?
Yes, because when it's cold, you need the tight waist trainer to keep you warm. That's why I had to explain to them. They were asking about that. Yeah.
I'm thinking keep you snatched as in snatching. You
snatched
have no
and
waist.
Warm, snatched and
you
warm.
Have no waist anyway, so that's what I was thinking. Okay, so it keeps you okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how long do pause on that? How long do you keep a waist trainer on?
Yes, all day.
Wait, but is that healthy?
I heard it crushes your organs, but I mean, like, people have been wearing corsets for years, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean.
But then they probably didn't know what we know now.
Yeah. But I mean, no, I don't think it's that bad, Like, I don't think.
But you don't wear it all day, every day.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You gotta stop.
Yeah, I don't have it on right now.
You don't have a waist at all. So what, you fear that it's going to come back or something?
No, I just like to keep it like, because, I'm working out on the pole, so I don't want to have like a square shape, when you get muscular. So I like to, I want to have my waist snatched.
Okay. So in addition to that, you said day in, day out, you did not know that it was that
gruesome process. Oh, you'll be there all day. I think like literally from like, it could be like 12 hours on the set, like more than that.
For 29 days?
Yeah.
But
I wasn't there for every 29 days, so.
You had to do what, 7 days?
Yeah, I was there like maybe like 2 days a week.
Okay.
2 days, yeah.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it was worth it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The connections that you made. Did you have good connections?
And everybody's so cool.
Love it. So networking wise, what would you say to someone who is trying to get in the industry?
Definitely watch out with these agencies because they're very sneaky. And it's like you definitely need to have someone that you trust to be an agent because
Did you have an agent when you were we're gonna talk about that. Sink to Sink, we'll be right back. Se26 family, we are back here with entertainer Ashley. Why didn't I just say Ashley?
Yeah. My stage name is Madison, but everyone knows my
Madison?
government. Yeah.
I like Ashley.
Ashley
Not
Madison.
Ashley Madison. It seems too Caucasian.
Yeah. Yeah. Ashley Madison.
Yeah. So the transitioning. Okay. So you didn't even have an agent?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
So that in itself was the eye opener.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know. This is like my first time like really getting into like something like I did a little bit of acting before, but it wasn't like anything where it
On
was
this
like
scale.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I could tell you from the beginning I didn't think too much of it. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But these agents are very shysty. They will take advantage.
Of course.
Yeah. So you have to be watch out for that.
What are some things that someone should watch out for? What are some red flags immediately when this happens? This agent is not walking that straight line.
Okay. They're going to tell you something a little bit degrading, like you don't have enough your portfolio is not enough, so you need to pay for these classes. They're going to figure out a way. I just feel like you can just tell, off the energy. They want you to pay for all these classes and stuff, this, that, and the third, which is fine, but it's like, hold on. This is not even like the process, right?
Right. Immediately, someone told me if they're asking for a lot of money up front, then that's something to look like, raise an eyebrow and red flag. No, flag on the play. And then any unnecessary money that's coming out of your pockets. Because usually when an agent really wants you, they will do the extra mile. And because they know that they're going to be compensated on the back end anyway.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Thirsty and greedy, a lot of them.
Right. So when acting, now that you're in acting, did you take any acting classes?
Yes, I did.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah, I love improv. Actually, I think it's good for stripping too.
That's what you guys naturally do anyway.
Yeah.
Improv, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. That's why I like Hustlers so much. I wish it focused a little bit more on stripper lifestyle. But, when J-Lo said we're all strippers in the movie, I relate to that, and I could feel that from the shiesty agency people,
Yeah. So did you experience that while you were on set, or was it afterwards when people saw your work and they were like, oh, yeah, I can?
Oh, afterwards.
Okay.
Afterwards.
Okay. But you listen with wisdom. You build character. You have wisdom now, and you can see it a mile away.
You live and you learn.
That's right. That's right. It. So, what can we expect from you in the future?
Oh, definitely more casting, more entertaining. More casting, more roles.
How is the Miami life in comparison to New York life as far as entertainment is concerned?
I love Miami, but New York is my home,
Yeah.
New York is New York. I kind of miss the strictness of New York.
Really?
Yeah.
They're strict in what way?
Okay, New York is definitely more strict with the rules, like with the lap dance prices, they have like a set price. In Miami, it's kind of like you rent like a lap dance room, a champagne room, whatever, and then you make up your own price for you, which I feel like, I don't know. I would like just for them to tell it, just no games, But Miami, I think it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like a throw cash environment.
Gotcha.
And then New York is kind of like you sit down, catch a vibe. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it makes the vibe, I guess, essentially different as well. So does that mean that you end up making more in Miami? There's possibilities to make more than but then the house end up.
Yeah. There's so much
see.
taxation. That's the thing. You can make a lot of money off of strippers. But I don't know. New York is good. Miami is good. I love Miami too. I think that if you're in the right area and you have the right hustle, you're going to make money no matter what. So,
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Ashley, thank you for joining us. Where can we contact you for more information?
My Instagram is omadison. That's O-H Madison, M-A-D-I-S-O-N-N. That's 2 N's. O Madison with 2 N's.
I like that. Oh, Ashley Madison.
O Madison.
Thanks for joining us. You are definitely fam. Thank you for giving us a different perspective on
you.
the lifestyle.
No problem.
And we wish you much, much love and success as far as your endeavors in acting is concerned. 6% will be back to close the show. Sync family, we reached the final segment of the show. It was a pleasure having you, Ashley, on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us, as well as author Orient. Thank you so much, Orient, for joining us on the show, too. Today, we had the pleasure of being at Nat Studios Cafe. Be sure to show them some love. Nat Studio Cafe, one time for Nelda, all the time, showing us great vibes and energy. She also prepared these awesome cocktails for us. Nat Studio Cafe, Nelda, we thank you. Thank you so much. You guys, if you want more information about Sync to Sync TV, please feel free to log on to www.sync2sync.tv.com. Also on Instagram and Twitter at Sync to Sync TV. I'm your girl B. I can be located on Instagram at BLongChamp. It's been a pleasure. Top of the year 2020. Till next time.